Hello friends, this is Benisha from Food Tech Network. Today we are going to discuss the questions regarding food processing technology, food science and food nutrition. Before we start our session, I would like to request you to all please do subscribe our channel Food Tech Network. Okay friends, so let's get started with 1. Dash are the plant portion generally high in vitamins and fibers. Option A tuber, option B roots, option C stems, and option D bulb. A, that is tubers. Tubers such as potato, sweet potato, yams are packed with vitamin, minerals, dietary fiber, and antioxidant. They provide essential nutrients as well, including potassium, vitamin C, and complex carbohydrate, contributing to a balanced diet and supporting overall health. Dash like onions and garlics are enlargement above the roots. Option A roots, option B bulb, option C stem, and option D tape roots. B, that is bulb. Onion and garlic fall under the bulb category, while the bamboo, ginger, lotus roots, that is kamal kakdi, mango, ginger, turmerics are the classified as a rhizosomes, and beetroot, carrot, radish, turnip, etc. belong to the tape roots of vegetables. Under federal guideline, a substantial number of retailer must provide a nutritional information for the dash most frequently eaten raw vegetables. Option A 15, option B 20, option C 10, and option D there is option B. That is, under federal guideline, a substantial number of retailers must provide the nutritional information for the 20 most frequently eaten vegetables, which are raw in nature. The vacuole of a plant is composed of dash with soluble substance dissolved within it. Option A water, option B oil, option C juice, and option D milk. Is option A. A plant cell is characterized by a single large sap vacuole, and they enclose a sap or a water with dissolved inorganic and organic substances. It is surrounded by a membrane called a tonoplast, and plant cell vacuole maintains osmotic pressure for tur- turgidity and osmosis. 5. Fruits and vegetables get their characteristics color from dash. Option A pigments, option B sunshine, option C sugar, and option D osmosis. So A, that is pigments. As pigments cause the natural spectacular color of a plant. Red, yellow, betalains, green chlorophyll, red purple anthocyanin, yellow orange carotenoids are the most common pigments found in vegetables and fruits. 6. The quality of most fresh vegetables can be judged reasonably well by their dash appearance. Option A internal, option B leafy, option C external, and option D green. Is option C, that is external appearance. The quality of most fresh vegetables can be judged reasonably well by their external appearance. Therefore, consumers can usually make a good selection of vegetables from their retail display counters even without the help of grade mark or other identification of quality. 7. Dash juice is probably the most commonly processed juice. Option A apple, option B orange, option C lemon, and option D cranberry. So B, that is orange juice. As orange juice is the predominant juice manufactured by the juice industry worldwide, and it is also consumed in relatively high quantities in many of the countries. Dash fruits produce ethylene gas during ripening. Option A non climacteric, option B orange, option C climacteric, and option D tree. There is option C, that is Climacteric. During ripening, climacteric fruits produce a burst of ethylene, but non-climacteric fruits do not produce any kind of ethylene or in much quantity of ethylene. 10. Fats and oil contain dash times more energy than protein and carbohydrate. Option A 2.25, option B 1.5, option C 2, and option D 3. Option A, that is, fats and oil contain approximately 2.25 times more energy than the carbohydrate. 1 gram of carbohydrate has about 4 calories. Similarly, 1 gram of protein provides 4 calories, whereas 1 gram of fat contains a much higher amount of calories, that is 9 calories. Dash make up the major component of fat, butter, and shortening and oil. Option A compound, option B sphingolipids, option C composites, and option D triglycerides. So D. Fats and oils are made up of molecules known as a triglycerides, and which are the esters consisting of three fatty acid units connected to glycerols. The rise in the amount of shorter chain fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acid reduces the melting point for fat. Or the first step in the refining process of many oil is dash. Option A degumming, option B bleaching, option C refining, and option D winterization. A, that is degumming. Degumming is the first process in oil refining, and phospholipids and heavy metals, if present, resins and gums are removed in this process. Phospholipids are highly prone to esterification process than a triglycerides, and therefore this class of compounds have to be eliminated. Dash is a selective process that can be controlled to produce a various level of hardening. Option A winterization, option B hydrogenization, option C bleaching, and option D degumming. This is option B, that is hydrogenation. It is a chemical process that adds hydrogen to the unsaturated bonds on a fatty acid chain attached to the TAG backbone. One of the most common physical tests performed on a fat is a determination of the dash point. Option A boiling point, option B melting point, option C cooling point, and option D separating. Option B, that is melting point. Basically, melting point of fat indicates the temperature at which it transitions from a solid to liquid state, and which is key characteristic used to identify and differentiate the different type of fats. Candies based on dash sugar include rock candy, fondant, and fudge. Option A crystalline, option B white, option C non-crystalline, and option D sweet. There is option A. There are basically two categories of candies, that is crystalline candies and non-crystalline candy, or non-crystalline candy also known as a amorphous candy. Crystalline candy is a candy which contain a crystals in their finished forms like fudge and fondant. And non-crystalline candies are the candies which do not contain any kind of crystal forms, such as toffee, caramels, and lollipops. When the amount of chocolate liquor is greater than dash percentage, the product is bittersweet chocolate. Option A 15, option B 20, option C 15, and option D 35. So the right answer is D, that is 35. Unsweetened chocolate is mainly used for cooking purpose, and it has a cocoa liquor component more than 85% for the sweetened version and up to 99% of unsweetened version. Bittersweet flavor ingredients are cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, sugar, and spices. Question number 16. For convenience, chocolate is frequently shipped in as a dash when intended for use by the other food manufacturers. Option A solid, option B liquid, option C gas, and option D frozen. Yes, so definitely B, that is liquid. Chocolate is a frequently shipped in a liquid state to other food manufacturers, or it can be stored for a short period of time. For longer period, it is solidified, usually in the form of 100 weight of blocks, and these blocks must be reheated before further processing so that they are liquefied easily. 17. When did the world's first vitamin fortified fruit drinks appear? Option A 1950s, option B 1914, option C 1942, and option D 1948. Option B, that is 1940s. In the 1920s, food fortification emerged as a strategy in the United States to address and prevent the lack of micronutrients in the population's diet. Specifically, it is discovered in 1930s and 1940s that micronutrient deficiency is often linked to a specific disease and syndrome. Question number 18. Dash is an alcoholic beverage made from fermented grape juice. Option A wine, option B scotch, option C beer, and option D whiskey. Option A, that is wine. Wine is an alcoholic drink made from fermented fruit yeast consume the sugar in the fruits and it converts into ethanol and carbon dioxide by releasing the heat in the process. Wine is the most often made from grapes, and the term wine generally refers to the grape wine when used without any qualifications. Number 19. The science and art of growing grapes for wine is called a dash. Option A vinification, option B viticulture, option C viniculture, and option D vineyard. Option B, that is viticulture. It is the cultivation and harvesting of the grapes. When the grapes are being used specifically for a wine production, the study of grapes can also be called as a viniculture. Both viniculture and viticulture fall under the umbrella of horticulture. Grapes for wine are harvested when they contain the optimum balance of dash and acidity. Option A color, option B sugar, option C size, and option D alcohol. Option B, that is sugar. At their optimum, wine grapes are generally harvested when they ripen sufficiently, reaching a sugar content of 20 to 30%. Next is acid, which is important for a flavor and controls the growth of the wrong microbes during fermentation. Acids like a tartaric acid and some malic acids are the more commonly used acids. 21 question. Tea is made when the processed leaves of the tea plants are infused with dash. Option A spices, option B herbs, option C boiling water, and option D enzymes. Option D, that is enzyme. The so-called fermentation in some type of tea is the oxidation performed by the enzyme, that is polyphenol oxidase, which catalyze the oxidation of fresh tea polyphenols, especially catechin, into a quinones, which are polymerized into thiaflavin and thiabigins. Question number 22. Turbidity of water is dash. Option A taste, option B cloudiness, option C smell, and option D content. Option B, that is cloudiness. Turbidity is usually the measure of the relative clarity of the liquid, and it is an optical characteristics of water and is a measurement of the amount of light that is scattered by the material in the water when a light is shined through the water sample. The higher the intensity of scattered light, the higher the turbidity is. 23. In some food processing plants, dash peeling is used to remove skins from the soft fruits and vegetables such as tomatoes. Option A, hand. Option B, boiled. Option C, machine peeling. And option D, caustic peeling. Option D, that is caustic peeling. In conventional practice in food processing plants, many fruits and vegetables are peeled by dipping them into a hot lye solution and then removing the loosened skin by wiping off with rotating soft rubber disc or brush and by flushing with jets of water. 24. A successful pollution prevention program requires frequent dash to keep employees focused and careful. Option A, cleaning. Option B, expense. Option C, retraining. And option D, reprimanding. There is option C, that is retraining. A successful pollution prevention program requires a thoughtful planning, persistence, implementation, and continual improvement or evaluation, followed by a retraining for employees. 25. Dash serves as a universal solvent. Option A, water. Option B, bleach. Option C, soap. And option D, answer is water. Water is known as a universal solvent because it is capable of dissolving more substance than any other liquid. And this is important to every living thing on earth. It means that wherever water goes, either through air, ground, or through bodies, it takes along a valuable chemicals, minerals, and nutrients. Question number 26. Molds and yeast are classified as a dash. Option A, viruses. Option B, fungi. Option C, parasite. And option D, bacteria. There is option B. Molds and yeast are eukaryotic, belong to the kingdom of fungi. Belonging to the same kingdom, both differ in their structure, function, color, and mode of reproduction. As well as mold is multicellular. 27. Most pathogenic bacteria are classified as a dash. Option A, psychotrophic. Option B, psychrophilic. Option C, thermotrophic. And option D, mesophilic. D. This microorganism grow best at their moderate temperature between 20 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius, and the human body temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius, which is why many pathogenic bacteria can easily grow in the human body. Question number 28. Water comprises approximately dash percentage of the cleaning and sanitizing solution. Option A, 80 to 89. Option B, 90 to 95. Option C, 95 to 99. And option D, 75 to 85. Option C, that is 95 to 99. Water comprises approximately 95 to 99 percentage of cleaning and sanitizing solution. Water function to do the following: carry the detergent or a sanitizer to the surface, carry soils and contamination from the surface, as well as remove the impurities in water can drastically alter the effectiveness of a detergent or a sanitizer. Question number 29. Of the microorganism, dash are the greatest threat to food safety. Option A, viruses. Option B, fungi. Option C, parasite. And option D, bacteria. Right answer is option D, that is bacteria. All the microorganisms such as bacteria are the greatest threat to food safety, and bacteria are single-celled living organisms that can grow quickly at a favorable temperature. Number 30, which is our last question. Ingredients on a food label are listed in dash order based on their weight. Option A, descending. Option B, alphabetical. Option C, ascending. And option D, chronological. Option A, that is in descending order. List of ingredient on a food label. All the ingredient must be listed in a descending order by a weight, including added water. Remember, The first ingredient listed is present in the largest amount by a weight. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries or if you have any more questions regarding this question paper, kindly put your comments, kindly make your comments on inbox. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more. Stay connected.